मैम स्लाइड शेयरिंग का ऑप्शन. Good afternoon, everyone, from the platform of ICSI, International Chambers for Service and Industry. I, on behalf of Dr. Gulshan Sharma, ICSI, welcome you all on this afternoon for a very special session on women empowerment via education, and the special focus is Northeast education. Before I begin, I would like to share a few slides about what ICSI is doing, and then how we are going ahead with programs every day. How many seminars and webinars sir is conducting, that is worth watching. So I'll be sharing few information via some slides. For all of you, all those who have logged in on YouTube out here with us. So ICSI, International Chamber for Service and Industry. It is headed by Dr. Gulshan Sharma out here. This is a platform where there is a link between India and over 31 million overseas Indians. The whole impact of this course or this program has been making education relevant, and I have been part of this for so many sessions that whole impact all through the week is talking about education from different perspectives. So education via knowledge, education via skills, education via social media, education via entrepreneurship, education by music. You talk of any field and you will find ICSI involved in such kind of programs out there. Next is ICSI is live streaming from Monday to Sunday all across the globe. And the core area of focus is global skills and competencies. I'm sure the people, all those who have logged in on YouTube or here are on as a panelist on this platform today, they will agree that skills and competencies are the key focus areas in education in 21st century, the digital era that we talk about it. Now, these skills and competencies in all sectors, is we are not talking only in one confined sector. So how ICSI is working via the finishing school for soft skills and life management skills. You can go to the website that has been mentioned by out here. Then making education relevant, you can see the various programs. They are not only about only the education, but how health is important, how water conservation is important, how inspiring the youth is important. Every kind of topic that you can think about, ICSI is making education relevant for the current generation, current younger generation, empowering youth as well as the teachers all across the globe via this platform. So I'm really honored and privileged to do this so many sessions and conduct these sessions on ICSI platform. Today we have with us, this is 762nd webinar. So you can see how many webinars must have gone through before this, and we have all the people from the Assam Kaziranga University, and we'll have the pleasure of listening not only to the heads of the organizations, but also the students who are participating, Lucky Gogoi and Saida Rehana in the platform. So that we'll be looking at that. And then how 21st March Sunday will be forward continued is at 5 from 5 to 6 p.m. there is a session going on. How do you empower MSME, micro, small and medium enterprises? How ICSI is doing a lot of work in that area is also worth mentioning out here. Then we have the cinematic tourism, and Dr. Gulshan Sharma is also talking about how to promote tourism in order to promote Northeast, particularly because Northeast, we used to call them seven sisters, but now there are 8 of them, and each of them has got an exotic flora, fauna, and landscaping to be there. And I've been lucky to travel to Shillong, travel to Meghalaya, travel to Guwahati, this even up to Tawang. I have traveled and had the pleasure of being the part of Northeast out there. It's a wonderful place to visit around. So how tourism is doing that, ICSI is doing that. Then we have the further session, that is a talk on skills to be global citizen at 8 p.m. today in the evening that we have it on. Then how it is International Forestry Day, 21st March 2021, and how climate conservation, climate concerns are being addressed by ICSI, International Chamber for Service and Industry. It's worth going to the YouTube channel of GS Motivator to understand what all work he's doing in various fields. So welcome you all once again. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to all those people from different parts of the globe who have joined this platform today to listen to the stalwarts and the students from the Assam Kalinga University. Then the whole effort is bringing everyone together. Let's create a world without walls, the way we are talking about classrooms without walls, because there is a lot of education beyond the classroom walls too. So how NEP 2020 is talking about the paradigm shifts in education, not only in the foundation years and the school education, but also the higher education. So therefore, every aspect of NEP 2020, right from kindergarten to postgraduate or doctorate education, talks about making India a knowledgeable superpower. And every effort of we, the educators, we as parents, we as a community, we as Indians, we as citizens of this nation take pride in contributing whatever we can do from wherever we stand. So let's create that ripple, that change that where we are, so that that ripple effect travels far and wide, and people realize that how we are contributing to the education, to contributing to the better life and better living standards for each and everyone, irrespective of borders and boundaries. Once again, it is a very, very warm welcome to all of you, the people from the Assam Kaziranga University. The way it has been put, so it is very specific, because definite article we use only when it is very specific. And founded in 2012, one of the largest private universities in North India. And I think it's the foundation of Knowledge Education Foundation that you have, that this trust was under the banner of the Northeast Knowledge Foundation, Northeast Knowledge Foundation, and founded by Khetan Industrial Group. And Khetan Industrial Group is headed by a visionary and self-created entrepreneur, Mr. Murlidhar Khetan. Dr. Prashanta Kumar Mishra, the president of NEKF, Northeast Knowledge Foundation, envisioned and thus created a world-class learning environment for students of Northeast at India at par with 21st century learning environment. Welcome you all, ladies and gentlemen, and the little girls around there. I hope they have joined us on this special afternoon. It would be a pleasure listening to all of you today. So I'll stop sharing this and we'll be back to us. So welcome once again, very warm welcome to all of you. Dr. Shwetambra Verma, Dr. Professor Munshi, he wanted to be addressed like that, Mr. Bobby Roy, and we are waiting for the girls to join us. So let me begin with Dr. Diganta sir himself. I'll just have to look at your profile. Just give me a minute, sir. Just 1 minute. I think I have to. Okay, to introduce the registrar of the Assam Kaziranga University. I think it is in Jorhat, the beautiful landscape, probably I can imagine right sitting out here. He's a professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering and with 16 plus years of academic and 12 years of industrial experience with certified lead accessor of quality management system. Welcome you, sir, on this platform. And I would really like you to share first, I think something about your university that you are heading, and then about the research work that you talked about, that how you have done work on women diversity, women empowerment, and what has been the outcome of that for all of us to learn about. Over to you. Platform is all yours.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you and very good afternoon to Veena Madam, who had been principal to many of our promoters. I also welcome Dr. Verma and Mr. Bobby Roy and Dr. Gulshan Sharma. And ladies and gentlemen, participants who are within the country, across the country. And of course, my dear students from my university. Let me share to all viewers about my university. My university, as rightly was said by Veena Madam, that it was established in the year 2012. And currently, we in this university, we have 6 schools. Schools are precisely School of Engineering and Technology, School of Business, School of Basic Science, School of Health Science, School of Computing Science, and lastly, we have the School of, I'll just recall once again, Engineering, uh, Basic Science, Business, Health Science, Social Science, and School of Computing Science. Now, we have these 6 schools. These are the 6 different verticals that we have in the schools. And every schools have got its specific programs. For example, in the School of Engineering and Technology, we have programs of electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, electronics engineering, and electrical engineering. We also have undergraduate programs in all these 5 uh, branches of engineering, postgraduate programs in the branch of mechanical engineering and civil engineering. In the School of Business, we have at the UG level, we have BBA and BCom programs, and at the postgraduate level, we have the MBA program. School of Basic Science is about physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biotechnology at the postgraduate level. School of Health Science is divided into 2 parts. One is precisely the paramedical programs, which are precisely physiotherapy, optometry, dialysis, trauma, uh, and for the health science, the second vertical within the health science school is the School of the Department of Pharmacy, where we have the bachelor and the diploma programs in pharmacy. School of Social Science, uh, we have programs like sociology and social work programs at the undergraduate and at the postgraduate level. And computing science, as we can very well understand, it's the program related to information technology at the undergraduate and the postgraduate level. These are the precisely the programs that we have, catering towards the students all across the Northeast. The all 8 states students are there in a campus. We have students who are boarders. We have around 15 to 1600 students who are there boarders within the campus. We have also day scholars who come from nearby places of Jorhat. And we have a plush green campus consisting of around 50 plus acres, which is a integrated campus. What we mean by that is that we have all the facilities uh, which supports a student coming into the campus and growing up as a professional. The third important aspect is that when a student comes into a campus, the student looks upon a career, student looks upon as a human being, how they come up. From the point of view of a career, the grooming, the teaching, learning pedagogy, the the teaching learning process that we have in our university helps a student to become a professional, well competent, capable professional by the end of the program. Not only that, then we also have different other co-curriculum, extracurriculum activities which help the students to become a perfect human being. Thereby, we say that the Assam Kaziranga University, situated in Jorhat in Assam, is a career university. And lastly, to mention that the faculty strength that we have in the university has come from the different region of the country, coming from the different reputed institutes of the country or the different reputed universities of the country, with a blend in academics and industry or corporates, thereby trying to inculcate the different aspects, the different knowledges, the different skill sets, the different abilities required to groom a child to become the future leader of the society, of the country, and of the globe. That is what is all about my university.
Professor
Thank
Munshi,
you.
that is very nice of you to share at least the strength of the faculty that is grooming the student. But my question would be that how is the student enrollment balanced, or is it only from Northeast, or do we have students also coming from all across India to join your university?
A very pertinent question, madam. We definitely have students from the all the states of Northeast, and also the students who are coming from other parts of the country. We
Okay.
have students from North India. We have students who have come from South India. We have students who have also come from West India, and East India students are definitely there in our campus. So it's precisely a very cosmopolitan campus consisting of students coming from different parts of the country, faculties, staff who are also coming from the different parts of the country. It's also, let me tell you, it's also not only faculties, the staffs who are also coming, the support staff who
Okay.
comes, they are also from the different parts of the country.
So looks like we can call it a mini India out there. We
Yeah,
can call it like a
absolutely.
mini India out there at the Assam Kalinga University, right? Now, my next question would be, like you mentioned, so many streams being offered to the
True.
students in the university, right? The various courses. My concern, especially with respect to women education, would be that do you find the classes balanced with in respect of the ratio of the boys and girls studying in a particular branch, or especially you find some particular branches are more dominated by one particular gender as compared to the other?
A very important question today in the year 2021. Let me share you something. When I enrolled myself as an engineering student 30 years back, unfortunately, there wasn't a single female student in my class.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there was no female teacher in my branch of engineering. But
Okay.
today, 30 years down the line, I find that there are students who are, I mean, female students who are not only enrolling for a social science program or basic science program, but they are rubbing their shoulders with their male counterpart, even in the branch of engineering, like mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and electrical engineering, which was not thought of at least 30 years back.
Great. I
Therefore,
think
we
we
find that,
great.
therefore,
I think
we
we have
can
come a long
definitely
way from
think.
where you were and from where we are right now, but I'm sure there's still a lot more to be done. Do you find any particular preference of the girls enrolling for a particular course in your university?
I will not say it in that they have got a very special emphasis that put on to a particular programs. The girls have come out for enrolling for all sorts of programs, starting from physiotherapy to optometry to civil engineering, mechanical engineering to computing sciences to physics, chemistry, biology, microbiology. Everywhere you will find there are female students. Thereby, I will always take this particular thing, that this gender discrimination in the form of inequality, in the form of favoritism, is coming down to a greater extent in our country also.
Great. This is the month of International Women's Day, and each one of us, I keep on inspiring in these sessions to take up a challenge. So choose to challenge. I keep on telling everyone that choose to challenge, to begin with your insecurities, your fears, your doubts that let you down. Choose to rise up those challenges and keep going ahead is the only mantra to be successful in life. So what would be your challenge for the day to all others to share, to be shared? That is one. Secondly, about your research, I'll come back to you. And then now I would like to move on to Mr. Bobby Roy. I'll come back to you on these 2 points. So think about what would you like to put up as choose to challenge for all those audience who have joined us everywhere. Plus, yeah, about your research, the main point that you shared about, right? So now I would like to go to Mr. Bobby Roy, who happens to be coming with a rich industry experience. I'll put the speaker view on Mr. Bobby Roy. Mr. Bobby Roy, if you start speaking, probably you will be on the main screen. However, I'm introducing, he comes with a rich industry experience, having worked in key positions at corporates and from St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, and has been in education industry for over 15 years, heading admissions and marketing roles, which is probably something that you will have to tell us how the admission process over the years have changed over, especially with respect to women education. He's also a corporate trainer and a motivational speaker. Welcome, Mr. Bobby Roy, the Dean of Marketing and Admissions at the Assam Kalinga University. Over to you for your views on this.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to all the panelists and my dear students. It's a wonderful opportunity to be a part of this great group. I'm sure the initiatives that you have taken is absolutely stunning and mind-boggling. If you see, after globalization came in, I think there has been a paradigm shift in the thought process of each individual. Prior to that, as Dr. Munshi was saying, 30 years back, he did not have a single student. Well, I pity him for that.
Girlfriend, actually.
Yes, that is the reason. However, let me tell you today, well, I have been associated with universities way down south in Hyderabad, and now I am in Assam. But I definitely feel that there has been a great shift in the thinking pattern of the student fraternity as well as the parents. During our times, Dr. Munshi will agree that in Hyderabad, especially in the South India, there is a saying that if a child is born into your house, if he's a male, he goes for engineering. If he's a female, he goes for MBBS. And so from the day one, we are being grilled and tuned to choose that line. But there's a lot of avenues that has opened up after globalization. And with that, many specialized programs have come in. And that is what has given students an opportunity to explore other areas compared to this engineering and MBBS program. Herein, Kaziranga University steps in because, as you see, everybody mentions Kaziranga University is a career university which is located in the Northeast for the students of Northeast. There was a question asked by you whether we have a lot of students from across the state. I would like to clarify, yes, our focus is mainly on the Northeast. And that's the reason 90% of our students are from Northeast. Great. However, there has been a big shift in the last couple of years where we have seen students coming from various parts of the country like Jaipur, Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi. And not only that, we have students from Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Nepal as well. So you can call us an international now.
Oh, we'll go from mini pan India to international.
To a mini international. Great. So this has, the university provides here education which leads to a career. And therefore, we are giving all these courses that we offer are career-based. Here we give an opportunity for the students, be it male or a female, to follow up his or her passion and grow and get established in life. I would like to share with you that in each of the courses that we offer, there is, if not an equal balance, but we are going to soon have the balance, because lots
Great,
of
very
girls
nice.
today are coming and joining our university. And today I would like to share with you one of my proud moments when I had done an admission for a girl child who happens to be the gold medalist of Dibrugarh University. So girls are taking a lot of steps forward, and we here are there to handhold them, give them a platform to make them as established citizens of the country today.
Okay, my question to you will be only one thing, because if we say we are promoting education for girl child or for girls to come up to the higher education, are there any discounts, concessions, reservations that you are keeping them for, especially for them to really give them promoting education at the higher level? Because that's where the problem is.
Ma'am, you are contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not
Today,
saying that. I'm saying
today,
that because yours is a university promoting higher education, right?
yes,
Particularly, you're saying career university. So there
yes,
may be some students, like, because I have been a teacher myself, so I've seen some students who are not able to do well at the school level, but however, somehow they excel at the higher levels. I know it's very difficult to have that kind of balance, but because we promote a cause, then there are always certain, like, I wouldn't say, not say discount, considerations, let's use the right word, considerations for giving that opportunity to the ones probably missing out by 1%, 2%, 3%, because that today is the world of only marks, score.
absolutely. But then, as you said, or as we are saying, there is no discrimination. Male or a female will get an equal platform.
I wouldn't use the word discrimination, because even I would not even like that we should be, as a woman, getting any reservations for that. However, because
I'll come
there
to that.
is not enough opportunity for the people to write from the lower grades itself, then there are certain considerations probably somewhere or the other which can be given, just because a girl child has come up to that level. Not that it will be
Absolutely.
given on.
Absolutely. I'll come to that. I was just trying to say that we believe in equality. Yes, we
No,
do believe in
yes,
equality.
we are talking of
However,
gender
however,
equality.
what
Just
the
a
state,
minute, sir.
the
We
point
are
that you
talking of
made,
gender equality. We are talking of gender inclusive language. We
right?
are talking of thinking generation of the younger youth that is coming up. We are talking of that. But somewhere
Absolutely.
or the other, we all agree that the opportunities for the girl child are, especially in the higher education, they
Yes.
study up to 8th, 10th, and then somehow or the other, the course changes for them. So if
No,
someone
what you
reaches
said
that,
regarding scholarships, let me just tell you that we give a lot of support to the girl child. One
okay,
of the girl students who is a girl from Jorhat who has never moved out of Jorhat, we enabled that she today is not only did her higher studies in Germany, we
okay.
provided a platform, and today she is working in an organization called Audi in Germany.
Great.
There's
Congratulations to
a
all
girl
of you for
student who
doing that
happens
kind of
to.
wonderful work. Keep it up. Keep it up.
No, no, I'll give you two more examples. One of
Okay.
the girls, she was studying in basic sciences. Today she is studying. We provide a platform for higher education where she's studying in the United States of America. And
Great. Very happy to learn about that. That we
as
are
you asked
promoting.
for some concessions, I'd like to share with you that this girl who I was telling you, who has become a gold medalist, yes, she missed the cutoff marks for scholarships because our scholarships are on 80% and above. She missed it by a whisker, and today she has been granted full scholarships, 100% waiver of the tuition fees because
Great.
she's a girl.
Absolutely fantastic. Keep it up, Professor Munsishar and the team, the good work that you're all doing. I hope that will inspire many people to really look for your university to enroll in and come to your beautiful green campus all around us. Thank you so much. I'll come back to you with other questions. And remember to give your challenge to all of us. What do you choose to challenge in the world of today, especially for women in the Women's International Women's Day month? It's, the whole month is being celebrated like that. That is how I'm conducting all these sessions. So I'd like to move on to if Lady Professor ma'am gives me the option, I like to move to the students first. Is that all right, ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes. Please, please move on.
I like to listen to the girls because um, you will be the one who will be holding the fort at the end, right? Okay. I would like to really invite Lucky Gogoi to the platform to share her views. She is a student. I think she's doing MBA. No, she's pursuing her BTech degree in computer science and engineering at the university. She's an NCC cadet, and the pride for all of us is that she is the member of that youth exchange program where she would be representing India for all of us. Well done, give it up. So proud of you. Okay. She also is the president of the entrepreneurship club of their institute, and she believes that NCC is a great place for self-enhancement, experimenting new adventures, and equal exposures to new opportunities. It's absolutely fantastic to have a state-level swimmer during her junior high, and she enjoys cycling and reading blogs on psychology. Lot of combination. Younger generation, you always inspired me. That is how I keep young. So over to Miss Lucky Gogoi to share her views on what does she think as an NCC cadet and the student of B.Tech at the university, that how exactly she could inspire few of her generation to come up to the higher level of studies and excel, being financially independent, self-confident, self-reliant in this turbulent world times of today. Over to Lucky Gogoi, ma'am.
Thank you so
Lucky,
much,
please,
ma'am.
it's over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope you can hear me. Am I audible,
Yes,
ma'am?
everything is audible, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm so honored for all the introduction you gave about me. And also good afternoon to all. And it is great to be here today, being a part of this webinar among such distinguished, great speakers. I feel privileged for getting the opportunity or to speak on such a sensitive topic, that is women empowerment, and sitting alongside our respected deans, sir, my professors, our prominent educational consultant, Miss Veena Raizada, and my fellow friends. Uh, I'm grateful and honored. And also, I'd like to start with the main topic that we all are gathered here, that is women empowerment at the beginning. Uh, the woman empowerment is all about the sense, a woman's sense of self-worth. She being aware of her self-worth and what she's capable of at the first place. That is where we all should start about a woman empowerment shift. And after that, the question comes is now the question is that why we need it at the first place. The topic of women empowerment, why we need it at the first place. When in fact the terms which I mentioned in the phrase above right now, which I mentioned in the definition of women empowerment, are basic human rights. The basic human rights are being able to choose what they plan for their career, being able to choose their own career and have the freedom to do whatever they like. But we talk about women empowerment shape today because the women are not privileged enough to do that. The basic rights for women have become a luxury nowadays. We who are privileged, they're sitting here, and myself who are doing NCC, I'm privileged. I'll say I'm privileged because it's a luxury for women who are privileged, women like me, we all are the women who are sitting in this panel today. We all are privileged, I would say, in this country, because not every woman in this country get this opportunity, the underprivileged one. Because of this thing, we want woman empowerment shift. And uh, coming back to the question, ma'am, you asked me, that I'd like to answer it, that working regularly on myself, that is first working comes because I'm educated today. Because I'm educated, I know my weaknesses, I know where I have to work, and I'm in a way, I'll say I'm educated and liberated because of education. Because of education today, I'm liberated and I can think what is rational for me and what is not. I can think, I can make certain changes for the society, because I know that I can and I have this right to all the resources or opportunities out there. But people who are lack of education, not people, the women who are lack and who are not getting these opportunities, are simply accepting this fact that uh, simply accepting the uncomfortableness and the opportunities which they are lacking. They're simply accepting it because they have this lack of education and they don't know what is rational for them. They don't know what is right for them. So I'd simply say that educational is the root of everything that we proceed to. Educational will give them this liberation and this independence to choose and to work upon them. Then comes the working upon themselves. Working upon themselves constantly will make them and will increase their inspiration to motivate them to study further, to gain higher education. But at the basic level, there are two types of education, I believe, ma'am. One is basic and one is solid one. The basic one includes the primary education. And I believe a girl which is primarily educated will not be that much motivated for higher education if they do not have this solid education. In solid education, I keep the all-round development of a woman, of a girl. That includes everything. All-round development doesn't only include educational and academical skills. They have to be skilled. They have to have these opportunities, and they should be allowed in their family itself and by the people surrounding them. They have to be given this freedom that you can, yes, you can also swim, yes, you can also go out there, you can do what you can be a shooter, you can be you can join NCC, you can run, or any kind of, you can be a dancer, or you can some stereotypical things that I'll share a story. That is, when I joined Kaziranga University, I was very indecisive regarding my department, which what department should I choose. I was indecisive because I wasn't planning to study BTech at that point of time. But now I'm determined I should complete my degree and for higher study. It is a whole different story. But then I was indecisive. But people keep on saying me that I shouldn't take civil engineering. I shouldn't, and some other departments, because in civil engineering they say we have lots of work. We have to go to field work. We have to do field work. Girl, it's not a girl thing. You should rather choose computer science. I am a computer science student, but I didn't choose it because they said it to me. But I rather found it interesting. Coding, I like coding, and I find it interesting, and I think I have higher provision for jobs, because in information technology we have many provisions for jobs, and I thought about in that aspect. But for some people, it is rather of what a woman will, in which a field a woman will be comfortable, and in which field it's suitable for her, she should join that. So many people keep on saying me, you shouldn't join civil engineering, civil, because you have lots of field work. In mechanical, you have lots of machine work. You will not get jobs. The guys will get preferences. So they this at that point I wasn't that much mature enough to like counter anyone. But if someone now comes and tells me, and comes tells my sister or my brother or any of my female friends, then I'll definitely stand up against it, because this is not the reason you give to not select a particular field. And this is where it starts. The entire thing of women empowerment and uplifting, pushing a woman, this is where it starts. These are the small incidences which triggers us as young, which triggers me as a young girl to speak up for women empowerment. And it is necessary, even though this term shouldn't entirely exist, because these are basic rights. We have to stand up because this exists, this society exists, and that is all, ma'am.
Nice listening to you. Very nice. I think the basic point that is down for every young girl out there is speak up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Have your vision, have your dreams, do what you love and love what you do. That's what probably I gather from your whole views that you have shared that. However, I'll come back to you to share with all the audience around there what would be your challenge in this International Women's Day month. That what would you advise from your experiences, from your spirit to come up to this level of doing your engineering? But your professor, ma'am, out there is a civil engineer. If I have read her data correct, then she's a civil engineer out there. Dr. Shwetamra Verma, ma'am, right? So, like doing what you like, aspiring for your own dreams is something which every child, irrespective of the gender, needs to learn about. Thank you so much. All the best. Stay blessed, and all the best for your program too. And then remember to give your challenge at the end of the program, right? Great.
Thank you, ma'am.
Saida, are you there? Miss Saida, Rehana, Farhana, are you there? I can see you there, but then you got to unmute yourself and put on your video. She's there, but she's not there still. Anyway, I'll go move over to our professor, lady professor among the whole group out there. And reading her profile was really a wonderful pleasure for me. And you are saying civil engineering, your ma'am is actually civil engineer right from there. She started with that. So Dr. Shwetamra Verma, if I maybe some pronunciation, then please excuse me. She's Associate Dean and Professor, the Assam Kaziranga University, the life member of Indian Society for Technical Education, with a background of civil and structural engineering, doctorate from BITS, Ranchi, where she studied and ultimately become a faculty member also there. That's a proud moment for a student to be a part of the same faculty. She's done loads of work of paper reviews, book reviews, international conferences, webinars, seminars, workshops, endless things that you can read on her profile. A wonderful woman to be on this platform today, especially for the topic women empowerment that we are talking about. You are a symbolic living person out there for me to say that you are an empowered woman there in the university. I am proud of this. I'm sure the whole university is proud of you being there as part of it. So I would really like you to share your views on women empowerment. How could you go to that kind of engineering which Lucky was thinking that it was not how people advise us. So over to Dr. Verma for all your views on how and what of women empowerment via education we can do at the university level, at the higher education level. If that's what the saying goes, if you educate a girl, you educate a family. And that's what Dr. Vivekananda said. If half the generation is not at par, how can the bird fly with one wing only? So both the wings need to be powered equally. So over to you, ma'am, Dr. Verma.
Thank you so much, Rihanna, madam, and all the distinguished speakers in this platform. Today, I am honored to be in this platform to speak out about the women empowerment and focused on Northeast society. So a very good afternoon once again. Welcome all the participants in India and across the globe. So women empowerment, in my view, is a long journey involving the changes in various fronts, such as educational, social, economic, political, and so on, which ultimately leading to change from wrong to right. When seen in the context of northeastern states, women living here are better educated than women in several parts of the country. And hence, they understand their rights and empowered and provided equal rights as provided to men. I actually added one more thing, that women in the state of Assam, as compared to the other women living in other northern eastern states, have suffered from less harassment and social boundaries. In the middle 1950s, Assam became the first state in Northeast to have its own Mahila Mandirs. So that's a great achievement in that century. Now coming to the point so yeah, I, as a civil engineer, I did a lot of struggle during my young days as in civil engineering. And also I was the only member when I was pursuing my PhD in BIT Mishra So
Oh,
I was the only, I would say that I was the solo fellows research scholar that
bravo,
time,
bravo out
being
there,
a
bravo.
thank you so much. So yeah, we may face some challenges, but that too also we can overcome those challenges by keeping ourselves motivated, keeping ourselves more educated, and in many areas. Talking about the Kaziranga University, as one of its vision and mission is in the process of empowering women through various practices. Of course, first of educating them in basic arts, science, engineering, advanced level of workshops, conferences, seminars, spreading awareness both in campus as well as through campaigns in both urban and rural areas regarding various socio-economic issues. So KU has worked in cultivating knowledge and information on women's finance and empowerment as a gender gaps widely persist in access to and the use of finance actually. So women are unrepresented at all of global finance system, from depositors and borrowers to officials, managers, bank, board members, regulators, and many more.
Dr. Verma, ma'am, with your journey
Yes,
that
ma'am.
I have read on your profile, what are the challenges that you think a woman has to take in order to be where you are today? Hello?
The challenges, yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm ready to answer that. The challenges is as a woman, we should great emphasis put on the education of the females and to pursue higher education. Yet need to be emphasized more in many areas across the country. Apart from the higher education, primary education in rural areas must be made compulsory for each and female child, due to which they get to understand more and expand their knowledge. This is the only way out to for the women empowerment. That is the basic need. Education is the basic need, and it's a primary thing to make a women empowered. Sorry, madam, I could not hear you. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Please. Yes. Yeah,
I,
please.
I said anything specific regarding to the university experience that you would like to share, because you have been in various other universities also. So what is it that you find so specific in
Yes,
this university? I think you were part of MIT University too, right?
Yes. I also worked in Amity University, BIT Meshra, and in corporates as well. But yeah, I do feel great here as a as a women administrator here. I myself as an associate dean, so I am playing a lot of important role in terms of School of Engineering and Technology in Kazanga University.
Great, nice
So
listening to
yeah,
you,
I
and
do
still
feel
waiting
great
for
here.
your
And
challenge
it's
to be
not
shared.
that here there is no discrimination based on gender.
Okay, I think your voice is cracking.
Sorry, madam.
I think your
There
voice
is
is
no
cracking.
discrimination as such here. Versus,
Internet issue, maybe I have. Yes, it is showing that your network bandwidth is low. Anyways, we'll come back to her now. I think nice to have Saida back with us. Saida, you are there. Unmute yourself first. Saida, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. For yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Not
How
at
are
all,
you?
not at all. What a pleasure having you here, an MBA candidate at the
Yes,
university,
ma'am. I was
sports
having.
enthusiastic person,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
bibliophile. You'll have to tell people what does it mean, and a keen learner who is always ready for accepting challenges. So what are the kind of challenges that you have accepted, and what does that terminology which your people have shared with me, she's bibliophile, you'll have to tell people what does that mean for them. Okay, so over to Sai.
Actually,
Loads of love to you, and thank you for being here, and pleasure to have you finally out on the platform. Right. Okay.
thank you so much, ma'am. Actually, I was having some connectivity issue.
No issues.
Okay, ma'am. So, bibliophile. I'm a huge book lover, so that means bibliophile, and I'm a sports enthusiast. I love to play sports. And yeah, I'm a keen learner and I love to accept challenges in every field. Thank you,
So what
ma'am.
kind of challenges you have taken up till now, which you think list out of you as a specific person?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I would like to say that in my personal life, I belong to a very Orthodox family, Orthodox Muslim family. So, first challenge I faced was firstly in my after graduation, they were expecting me to go for MSc or for the PhD and all, but I love to I I want to be in the corporate life, so it was not easily accepted that a girl should go to a corporate life. So I insist my parents, I convinced them with lots of effort, and they finally agreed. Then they want me to take HR because they think that HR is good for a girl, but they were not expecting me to take marketing and finance because for a girl to go around in marketing, so they think that I cannot do. Or yes, and finance, they think that finance is mainly for boys. It is lots about, they think that it's about maths, and but I love to take new challenges and to challenge myself and prove myself. So that's all, ma'am. Thank you.
That's great. Don't worry. I have also grown up in a gender-biased Rajput family from remote foothills of Himachal. I know what all I have gone through before I could be here where I am. So nice to see you facing up those challenges. You wanted to talk
Yes,
about the
ma'am.
essence of feminism. So what exactly is that, and
Yes,
how do
ma'am.
you
Yes.
think the parental or the societal or the educational thought process has changed over this concept, and how does it relate to you? Especially with respect to women empowerment, we like to listen to that connection with concept that you wanted to share about.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I think that yes, the amount of working women has increased, but do we even ask ourselves? There consist of 52% of women, and only few can be seen in offices, or why in a classroom majority of boys are there, and why most of the position of like prestigious position and power occupied by men. True, both men and women have different biological system or different sexual organs and hormones, but we cannot like judge them on their like abilities. Like in case of talent, abilities, competency, why it is assumed that man will excel in maths and physics, whereas home science is best suited for women. So I want to say that change in mindset is what we still need to work on. And is not a comfortable word, but feminism is not a bad word. It's a good word. In fact, a great word. So I believe that feminism is that men and women should have equal social, political, economical right and opportunities. So I do think that it is most inclusive definition we can say about feminism. It's all about equality for both men and women, and a playing field that respect the voices of women. True equality, true feminism is recognition that dynamics that each person brings to the table. And if I saying each person, because women will have reached that truest level of equality when men also have truest level of equality. But as long as we
It's so
stay and
wonderful a
assign
thought.
tasks.
Such a wonderful thought that we need to talk of individuality of every human being, irrespective of the
Yes, ma'am.
gender. So
Your
let's
gender.
hope we are raising a generation of thinking generation, creative generation, a generation that talks about gender equality, and they talk about equal opportunities for both the genders. So what would be your challenge to choose
Yes, ma'am.
this particular month for the whole, because theme of the International Women's Day, from there, that campaign that is going in, choose to challenge. So what do you choose to challenge on this particular day? If you were given to
I
choose
like to
certain things,
challenge
what would you like to
that
challenge?
women I will, as I'm pursuing MBA, I will definitely say about the corporate life. We can see that most of the position are CEO, mainly most of the position are occupied by males. But I totally don't agree that male are only capable of handling those responsibilities. We think that women have a family back there. She have to take care of their child, their family, but this is not what it is. They can also take care of the child and also the office or the responsibility. So I want to challenge that women is not lesser than the man in every aspect, in every corporate field.
Okay, that
Yes,
means
ma'am.
it is something called a glass ceiling. Go and read about it. So Saida chooses to challenge the glass ceiling
Sure,
in the
ma'am.
set. So we'll break the ceilings and reach wherever we can. Okay, so coming back to Professor Munshi sir about his research
Yes,
work,
ma'am.
I would like to
Absolutely.
share what he has to share, the typical points about what his research says about women diversity, or the concept that you had shared with me. So a few
Yeah,
pointers that would be really worth knowing for
well,
all the audience who have logged in today.
Madam, thank you for giving me the opportunity once again to speak on this particular aspect. It was in my research we have found. I mean, we were working at one point of the time trying to find out the uh, health index of an precisely manufacturing organizations from the point of view of sustainability. This is a big thing that will take a lot of days and hours to understand what exactly sustainability with respect to an corporate or an industrial point of view. We found out that the index, to generate the index, and we found out that there are technological aspects, there are environmental aspects, there are economical aspects which were contributing for the impact of high index. But then we thought of, let's talk it from the point of view of the social indicator. And when we thought about the social indicator, we decided that let's take corporate governance, how it is creating an impact on the sustainability index of a manufacturing industry. For that, we boiled down to a point that let us find out that how female members are contributing in the corporate governance, and by virtue of which let us do an analysis and find out with the data that we had collected how it is creating an impact on sustainability of an industry, precisely manufacturing industry, which currently in India is contributing something to the range of around 15 to 16% of the GDP. And there we found that our female counterparts are contributing in a positive and in a significant way for the high sustainability index in the Indian manufacturing industries.
Wow,
Therefore, madam,
so
as
great.
you
And
were
I think that's a big learning for all of us, and to be proud of that, that we are contributing so much, right?
to take an example, to take a couple of examples, if you see the biggest bank of this country, State Bank of India, had the opportunity to have one lady as the chairman come managing director. A private sector bank had also an opportunity to have a lady CEO and a chairman come managing director. Similarly, in manufacturing industries, we have found today that there are our female counterparts are doing them, working over there, doing things in a way that which is contributing in a very significant way. Therefore, as you say that the aspect that need to be understood by all of us is that we, the parents, we, the guardians, we will have to take a call. We will have to remove that inhibitions that is existing within us, that I have one son and I have one daughter. That should not exist. Give an equal opportunity. Today, I'll tell you, in my university, we have 4 header departments who are being headed by our female counterparts. Precisely in engineering, I had never thought of in my engineering days that there will be a female counterpart who will be handling a department efficiently and in a successful way. We have it. We have it in other departments also. So there are 4 wherein we have our director who is a female, who is handling the entire affairs of the university. I'm proud to say that. I'm proud to say that I had completed my PhD under Dr. Datta, who is a lady. So there
Great,
had been
nice knowing you
situations.
all the stuff
So
that you are sharing with
there
the
had been
audience.
situations. There had been situations that when we have been able to do things under females, wherein we have found that the situation, environment, other aspects in terms of the work environment, work culture moves on in a different way with respect to the men who are working over there. Let us remove these inhibitions that is existing in society. Let us not talk anymore about discrimination. Let us talk less about that in terms of male chauvinism. This has been existing in a society primarily because we wanted to take some leverage advantage because of certain issues. So world has changed, technology has changed, thought process have changed, abilities have changed. So let's think and rebuild the world in a different way, and let us give an equal opportunity to our female counterparts.
Fantastic, fantastic. That was a really, really very good closing comments of this. However, I would like everybody to be on the screens for the closing comments. Quickly, we'll have first to say about challenge. What do you choose to challenge? Is only Saida. Saida, please come on the screen. So, Professor Munsi, what is your challenge for this month and for the whole year to go for women empowerment? You choose to challenge what?
Please allow in terms of opportunities so that women get to rub their shoulders equally with the men.
So nobody will allow. You are right at the top of the position where you would allow. So you as the owner, the head out there on the university at the time would allow the equality of opportunity. That is how I will redefine your concept out there. That's nice.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Bobby Roy, sir, what will be your challenge to really they push up the admission, especially for the women, especially for the girl child, especially in the higher education that we're talking about?
More than admission, I would like to say that the 2 challenges that I was just thinking over right now,
Okay.
just after listening to Saida, I thought I should share that. First of all, I'd like to make every girl student of my university believe in herself.
Great, absolutely fantastic.
Because
Growth of
today,
growth mindset, change of line of thought, and what you said right now is absolutely fantastic, Bobby Roy, sir. Good.
Because what I felt is that we have the ability, but only thing that we do not believe that we have the ability. We are all handicapped physically. No, we are handicapped mentally. And that is what I want to remove from each of the students.
So we'll choose to challenge on your behalf the mental handicaps. Is that all right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Right. So we choose to challenge the mental handicap that parents, that educators, the society, that everybody else has got, so that we can really raise a generation of equality for both the genders, irrespective of any disparity in them. Right. Dr. Verma, ma'am, what would be your challenge to be really given to all the people around there?
My challenge would be to give them equal opportunities and also equal education in terms of higher education.
Okay, you
for a
are
woman.
all at the university level, so you will have to really do that. So choose to
Yes,
challenge
yes.
equality of opportunity to everyone. Fantastic. How about Lucky?
Yes, ma'am. And sharing one more thing to you. It's just
Okay.
I just wanted to share with you
Right.
and all the other participants
Right.
out there. So in our department as well, we have like 4 female faculties and 3 male faculties. So you can see the difference. So
Right.
it
Yeah,
is
Professor
the
Munshi
Kaziranga
already said that.
University, the Assam Kaziranga
So
University.
let's create that
Yes.
balance. We are there.
Yes.
We need it.
Yes.
Our existence is there. Great. Yes, Lucky. Unmute yourself.
I just thought abruptly, but I really want to speak about unequal payment. Even though we women are already we were already like experts in every field beforehand only. We were no less than men. We were only not given the equal opportunities before, but now it's improving. We are getting chances in every field. But the fact is that even today, at this progressive state, women are still not paid well comparative to men. It exists and we can't deny it. So my uh,
Choose
since
to
you
challenge
asked the
someone
challenge,
like
yeah,
this
my
and
challenge is,
inequality
yeah,
in finance. Choose to
yeah,
challenge the
inequality.
inequality in pay, right?
Exactly, yeah,
Saida,
that
you're
is what
there?
I choose.
Miss Saida, if you're there, I think she has got a lot of network from. However, thank you so much, all the people, panelists, the professors are Dr. Munshi, Mr. Roy, Dr. Verma, and Lucky to be there with us on this afternoon. Pleasure listening to all of you. And I'm sure people can be invited to visit your university. All those who are logged into the YouTube, anyone wanting there, probably you can connect with them. And then if somebody is there on the YouTube chat, you can leave your connections, leave your, however, I have visited your website. It's a wonderful pleasure. And anytime when I'm there, I would definitely like to meet all of you. So wish you all the best. Keep up doing the good work. Shape personas of confident individuals who are ready to take up every challenge in the world of tomorrow. They are ready to take up the challenge globally. They are ready to prove that they are ambassadors of learning institutions like yours. So I wish you all the best. Thank you once again. All of you have a great day ahead and do join in for other sessions, which I have already shared, which will be going on for all of us. Thank you. Pleasure having you all.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
all.
ma'am.
Thank
It
you all
was a
once again. Thank you,
pleasure
ma'am.
talking.
Thank you. Chitra?